Now we're going for question number 20. Viewers, you may want to pause. Okay, before we start number 20, I would like to ask you about the given case. When does it become something like this? PA that English. When? Come again? Either. No, it's same as that just now. It's A given B. So it's either A given B. What's the other word for given?
If.
If. Any other words? Knowing that. When you see these three words here, it means the same thing, lah. Okay. But if you see in this way, which one is the condition? Right. Remember, B is the condition. Is there another way of writing, but they give you the same thing? This is active passage. So passive passage. If we can say like given if knowing that. B and sometimes they say then, sometimes they don't. But I just say that way. In this case, which one is the condition? It's the same B. Are you okay? So they just rearrange the word. The main idea is if after E given, after if after knowing that, so you must know that this is the condition. Then you are fine. Okay? Be very careful. So let's start ourselves with question number 20. So it says here a company produces a refrigerator. Company produce a refrigerator from 3 plants. Plant A, plant B, and plant C. Okay, before I go any further, do you understand the meaning of plant? Because there is someone who asked me, sir, how can a plant produce a refrigerator? They thought this plant it means 3. Okay, I mean it's a language barrier problem. Okay, for those who have problem with that, it simply means like a factory. Alright, plant can mean factory, power plant, nuclear plant, so it means factory. Okay, don't worry about that. That's how we learn English. We don't understand the word, we learn the words. Don't worry too much. Well, we can talk more about English. I always have this problem. Sometimes I wrongly spell because it means the same thing. Yeah, same with mustache and whiskers. In Malay language, they means the same thing. But then again, this is specifically for human. This is specifically more for cats, family. I once translated and said whiskers for me. Yeah, that's how we learn. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. So plant A, plant B, and plant C. And we can be more specific. 350 over 1000. 250 over 1000. Although it's not given probability in the questions, but you can simply do this way for you to get it. Alright, and then if it says that from this each factory of the refrigerator, there will be sometimes be defective. the sake of the class, I'm just going to do it that way because defective is quite long. One moment. So here the defective is 5%, so 5 over 100. Not defective, 95 over 100. 3% here. Non-defective is this. And D, so defective here, 7%. And the question ends with, if a refrigerator at a warehouse is found to be defective, so we do the first one, find the probability it was at plant A. So how do we solve it? So if defective, find it to be from plant A. If this is A question, so B and C is just changing which plant. So how do we solve it? So defective and plant A, so that means simply as this. Plant A multiplied with defective, then we are over. Can someone tell me why not? Why this is the wrong answer? Why this is wrong? Why not? What do you mean by condition? If. You can see the word if here. So it's a condition. Be careful. That's why I'll introduce this type of things first. Okay? So for those who missed that, please highlight it. Condition. Write down in your question paper as big as possible. So be very careful. It's not supposed to be something like this, but it's supposed to be the modulus. It's not modulus. I do not know what you call it in English.
Vertical line.
The vertical line. So how do we continue from here? So PA intersect B
over PD.
Over PD. So A intersect D is which part? That one which is easy. What about PD? All where? Defective.
Including the plan B.
I cannot take this one, but I must take the whole branch. Because defective here is come from here. Here I should take with the probability as well. And how do I connect all of this? Plus them up. Okay, this is too long to write down. PA intersect B over PA intersect D plus PB intersect B plus PC intersect D. Of course, in exams, I would recommend you to find the defective first, do it side by side and combine them up. It's similar to the question that we have done before, the rate and the late for this. Because this time they don't bother to ask you about the rate, they straight away, they don't ask you for you to find the defective, they ask you straight away for you to combine them up. So be careful, sometimes questions will be this difficult. Okay, some of you might not be able to relate with this question, so I'll give you a real world example. Maybe because none of us have buy a fridge yet. Because your mom buy the fridge and then you take the water inside the fridge and you forgot to refill back the water in the fridge, and then your mom scold. Does it happen to you? Okay, so a real world example is something like this. It's like you buying a phone. Alright, so you're buying a certain company produce certain phone from multiple country, Sometimes it comes from China, Taiwan, or maybe from US. That's a normal case. Okay, so let's say you buy, I'm not sure, maybe Apple product, Apple phone. You got a phone, and then the phone defective, the one that you got broken, and then you wonder, oh, my phone's broken, and people say, hey, check your phone, which one? I mean, where does it got produced? So you press the IME code, and come out certain code, and then you saw if you come out with certain number, so that means it's being produced at China. Come up with certain number, so that means produced in Taiwan or US. So that's how this kind of things works. You got your fridge, or you got your phone, the phone is broken, you wonder where is it come from. So that's what it means by this question in real world example. You okay? Any question? Okay, alright, thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Last question.